The crafting. Okay. I'm picking Alchemy because it's probably the easiest to get into. So simple. You just check the station, see what you need. Cliff tongue. If it doesn't have like an icon, like the actual item spinning in here, it probably won't let you craft it, and it'll just eat your resources and not give you any XP. So ignore those, but you should see that there's a small health potion, antidote, and medium health potion, which is pretty good. So you find out what you need, and then you go get it. Like, it's pretty simple. For alchemy, it's a lot simpler because all you need to do is find flowers. But for other stuff, you'll come to this NPC, like for cotton, for mining, for sometimes there's axes, so for wood chopping, you can just buy it here. You get 50 gold to start with, I think, which is tons. You don't need any more than that to get started. But a sickle would be for these little cotton plants here. And there's more over in the blue area over that way, or like other materials. Make sure to leave one weight, otherwise you won't be able to craft anything, because it doesn't it pretends that you're crafting, but it doesn't take any resources and it just doesn't give you the item. So 31, you want 31 space, not 32. Then you can figure out where the hell your mastery is down here and just repeat the process until you're whatever level you want to be and what title you want to get. I could be a expert alchemist if I reach level 50 in alchemy. And novice, what's novice? I think novice is 10 or 15 levels. Where's the novice? It's 10. So novice is the easiest. And then I think adept is next, yep, 25. And then expert is 50. Master is 75. And then world is 100. And I don't think it goes past world. So good luck trying to get world, but I was attempting to get the world's chef, which is 100 cooking skill, but it's not the easiest because you can only cook pork. And then it gets to a point where you're getting 1 level per full inventory. So yeah, the other ingredients just don't exist, so pork's the only thing you can cook. Don't tell the devs about this, but you can type stuck anywhere and just get a free teleport to the Port Blue. Crafting is just a great way to... Crafting's just a great way to get your money up, really. Because everything, especially blacksmithing, sells for so much. Like, once you get to... I think it's level 15 or level 20 blacksmithing, you just get free money from shadow steel items. Because they still take... I believe they still take pine poles, and they just take 3 hits with any, like, old axe. 20. Yeah, no, it's level 15, and these weapons sell for tons, and all they take is a pine handle or a pine pole. So Novice Alchemist took me 10 minutes, 15 max. For blacksmithing, you'll want to do woodcutting at the same time, just because you have to make all these poles and like the pine. Sometimes you need cloth, but only for a couple items that don't actually work. Yeah, so you want to do either woodcutting first or just do them at the same time. So get your woodcutting to at least level... what is it? Get your woodcutting to at least level 10. And then 20 is if you want to make the real advanced stuff. You can make most tools and earn a lot of money if you just get woodcutting level 10, which you just spam, like you just make a ton of these two here. There is a wooden staff you can make, which might be better for leveling, but I've usually just spammed wooden poles because it takes 2, and then just dropped them outside, grab more logs. Then once I unlock pine's super easy to chop down. You just come this way, and then you hit any trees in this forest this way. And they only take 4 hits maximum, usually only 2 or 3. So it's very easy. Yeah. So if you want to start off any woodcutting, blacksmithing, or like weaving, I think it is, whatever looming is, I think that's weaving. You want to come over to this NPC and buy just a pickaxe, an axe, and a sickle. Just they're your basic tools, they'll be pretty cheap. A soul lantern, this person sells soul lanterns as well, which is useful to know. But these are all cheap, you start with 50 gold, you might as well start here. And then you can go just hit any tree. Well, actually, my weapons have attack speed, so I hit faster. Just spam craft on whatever tool you need. Would need either a handle or a pole, but I think if you want to just like level up faster, I think poles give you more XP because they cost 2. I'm not actually entirely sure about that, but as you see, leveled up in woodcutting, and then you can just drop them all. So blacksmithing, I'll show you how to blacksmith. It's pretty simple. You need at least 10 woodcutting to really get started into the useful stuff like royal, like new tools and shadow steel stuff. But I'll show you how to craft these here, the shadow steel axe and shadow steel pickaxe, which are reasonably high. I think they're like the last things you can actually craft, because Ashcodian wood does not exist in the game right now, or osmium bars, but Yolston does, so hopefully soon we get those. Either way, I'll show you where the shadow steel is and where the red cedar is. They're really close to each other. You'll find that blacksmithing gets you all the medium to heavy fighter stuff, or plus any weapon for any class. So like the medium fighter's armor, or the really heavy destroyer's armor, which you can create. I think that stuff like golem core doesn't exist, so you won't be able to get Hellforged chestplate. But pretty much everything else, except for, yeah, what I mentioned before exists. Like heavy gauntlet you can make with 2 shadow steel. You can't make any of the Yolston, it's so sad. So they're all pretty far away. If you have this teleport here, which is past recollections, you can get straight to him. Like that's exactly where the shadow steel is, and the red cedar or whatever it's called. The way to get here is just past the graveyard. And I'll show you. That's the graveyard. That would be Lorelei, and then Port Blue's over that way. So you just head straight as far as you can and then left. And then you'll find all of this. And then you'll find this huge Past Recollections memory shard. And these trees are the big red cedar ones that you'll want to get, which I'll start mining. And then grab this by jumping first. And then straight through. Shadow Steel's in this cave. Now, there's 1, 2, and then 3 ore up here. They respawn quite fast, so I just go 1, run down here, 2, then 3, or 1, 2, 3, then come back 2, 3. Because I do that because there's a man in here. He isn't a friendly man. There's a shadow. There's one of the shadow people right there, so try not to anger him. But there's more in here, down there. There's like 2 or 3 that spawn really fast. There's another one. There's a lot, but I usually stick to the entrance so that I don't piss anyone off. You can mine any ore with any tool. It just takes longer if it's a lower level or like a lower material. So like iron will take quite a few hits on a shadow steel ore, but you still get it. So, and if all you need for tools is 3 logs and then 6 shadow steel, so it's pretty simple. So you just start hitting away. Oh, also remember, you can't run when you equip pickaxe. And the red cedar is a bit harder to process. I think it's level 20, yeah. So, yeah. So to smelt stuff, you just come to the forge here and click craft. Simple as that. And then find what you're trying to craft and click. And now, currently the Shadow Steel axe is bugged and it gives you a better axe for crafting it. So it's interesting. But I'm pretty sure it still has the same stats as a Shadow Steel. So it's just like a visual bug, which sucks, but oh well. And to get levels, you just craft a lot. It's quite simple. Now for the loom. The loom is also quite simple. It's up here, just across from the smith upstairs. You can craft... Currently, I think you can craft lavish cloth, fine cloth, and simple cloth. Although I've never done lavish. And this is for your like wizards, rogues, monks, like the melee, and priests, which aren't actually in the game, I believe, currently. They haven't added it yet. But you can't get hollow gemstones, so you can't get the best one, but you can... I've seen people with Mostima, so I'm pretty sure you can get lavish. Unless they just get it from a boss drop, then damn. But getting cloth and stuff is pretty simple. You just come over to these little plants here. I have it done. Come up to these little plants here and just start whacking at them. Just like trees, just like ore. And then you get cotton from these ones. I got 3. And then over exactly at the Past Recollections place, which is where you find the Shadow Steel and Red Cedar, you can see these ones, which give you... I think the ones that make like fine cloth instead of simple cloth. You can't get a sickle upgrade yet, which is a little infuriating. Yeah, you get flax from these. Down here, craft all your processed cloth, level up your loom mastery, then you can make whichever kind of, things you need, what you want from the materials you got. Pretty simple, same as the rest. So now all that's left is cooking, and cooking is a little bit different, let's say. So for cooking, you want to come down here, and to start off, you'll just kill boars. You just kill boars, grab their pork, and I do that till my inventory is all but one full. And this one, I don't think you need. You don't need to like hold back on like the. Usually, what I do for like other crafting is I make sure that it's an even number of items before I go and like craft, because everything costs 2. But for this, one cook, one pork, one. For this, 1 pork, 1 cook. It's just a lot easier. Now you've got all your 31 carry weight, head up to the memory fragment and over to the tundra. So for cooking, the only places we can actually cook are in the tundra. So you want to go to the Feldhive gates. Check out my video on the tundra if you don't know how to go here yet, because it's pretty much exactly across this bridge with a fog gate that you can't get through. Yep, so the only place you can cook and the easiest one to get to is here, this kitchen. And fishing doesn't exist in the game. I've never seen an apple or dough, well, actually no, dough you craft, but I've never seen a jug of water or flour. So the only thing you can cook is this raw pork, and that means crafting or cooking doesn't really get any much faster than this. 2 to 3 levels per thing. Actually, it's pretty consistent with 2 to 3 levels per like full inventory, which I'm not complaining, it's alright. I don't know if these sell for much actually. I'd have to go find out. But that's how you cook, and that's how I currently have level 30 in cooking. Or now 33. But it's... this is my favorite grind because I want to become world's chef. But that's all for the life skills. None of the others in the game actually work right now, like leatherworking, survivalist. I don't know what that would be. Jeweler doesn't work because the gems don't exist. Fishing doesn't exist. Actually, I might be wrong on that. I'll get back to you. That's all for life skills. See ya.